I wasted months building AI agents the wrong way. I jumped straight into coding, picked the flashiest tools, and ended up with agents that barely work. If I could start over, I'd do everything different. And in this video I'm going to show you the exact roadmap I wish someone had given me on day one. So by the end of the video you will know exactly how to approach AI agents without wasting months like I did. And stick around because at the 8-minute mark I'm going to share the biggest mistake beginners make that I see everywhere. Here's the thing about AI agents that nobody tells you. The actual building part, that's only 20% of the work. The other 80%, that happens before you write a single line of code. And that's where most people fail. They get excited, they start building, and then they wonder why their agent doesn't actually solve anything useful. So let's talk about how to actually do this if I started today. First, you need to understand what AI agents actually are. And I don't mean the technical definition. I mean what they do in the real world. So an AI agent isn't just a chatbot. It's a system that can perceive its environment, make decisions, and take actions to achieve specific goals. Think of it like this. ChatGPT responds when you ask. An AI agent, it can go out, gather information, make decisions, and execute tasks without you babysitting it every step of the way. But here's where your expectations need to be realistic. AI agents today aren't AGI. They are not going to replace your entire business overnight. They are really good at specific, well-defined tasks. The sooner you accept this, the faster you build something actually useful. So, what does this mean for how you learn? Remember when I said 80% of the work happens before building? Let me break down what that actually looks like. So step 1, pick one specific problem you want to solve. Not 5, not automate my entire workflow, one problem. So when I started over in my mind, I want an agent that monitors my competitors' pricing and alerts me when they change. So that's it. Specific, measurable, and I can clearly define success. So here's why this matters. When you try to build an agent that does everything, you end up with an agent that does nothing well. Trust me, I learned this the expensive way. So step 2, and this is crucial, before you think about AI, map out how a human will do this task. Every single step. For my pricing example, where would you check? So the competitor websites. How often? Daily. What exactly are you looking for? Specific product prices. So what do you do with that information? What's the significant change? So what I'm doing here, I'm creating a blueprint. If you can't explain a human process clearly, your agent won't magically figure it out. This is where most people skip ahead and waste weeks. Step 3, identify every decision point in your process. So in my pricing example, is the website accessible? If not, try later. Did the price change? If no, log and move on. Is the change significant? If no, just log it. Is it higher or lower? Different actions for each. So each of these is a decision your agent needs to make. Write them all down, draw a flowchart if that helps. And this isn't wasted time. This is the work. You're essentially writing the instructions manual for your agent. So step 4, define what success looks like before you build anything. So for me it's checks competitor prices daily without me intervening. Accuracy, catches 95% of price changes, 0 false alerts, runs cost me less than $10 a month. So having these metrics up front changes everything. You are not just building the build. You have a target, and when you hit it, you know you're done, no endless tinkering. This mapping phase, this is 80% I was talking about. Most people spend 80% of their time building and 20% planning. So do the reverse. Okay, so you've mapped everything out, and now let's talk tools. And here's my honest take. The tool matters way less than you think. So everyone asks, should I use Python, of LangChain, of AutoGen? And look, these are all powerful tools, but here's what I do differently. Start with n8n, seriously. And I know what you're thinking, isn't that just for simple automations? No, n8n is actually perfect for learning AI agents, because you can see your workflow. So why n8n for beginners? Because you don't need to code to understand the logic. You're literally dragging and connecting nodes. So you can see triggers happening, AI analyzes, decision is made, action is taken, it's visual, and your brain gets it immediately. So here's the progression I follow. Start n8n with basic AI nodes. Learn how to connect triggers, AI calls, and actions. Build simple agents, scrape data, analyze with AI, send alerts, and understand the flow without getting lost in code. Then n8n with advanced logic, add conditional branches, loops, error handling, connect multiple AI calls and sequences, build more complex decision trees. And then expand based on needs. Need more control? Add code nodes in n8n. Hitting n8n limits? Graduate the framework to LangChain. But honestly, 80% of the AI agents can build entirely in n8n. Don't start by learning to code AI agents if you don't need to. Start by understanding how agents think and N8N teaches you that visually. And you can build real working agents from day one. So alright, I promise you I share the biggest mistake I see beginners make. And here it is. They built their agent to be too autonomous too quickly. So listen, I get it. The dream is to set it, forget it, let the AI handle everything. But here's the reality. You need to start with human in the loop. So what does that mean? Your agent should do the work, but you approve the final actions at first. So it gathered the information, it makes recommendations, but it doesn't send the email or update the database without you checking. So why? Because you're catch edge cases. You improve your prompts, you build trust in the system. So most importantly, you will avoid costly mistakes. So once your agent runs flawlessly with you in the loop for a few weeks, then you remove yourself from the process. And this is how you build something reliable, not just something cool. So here's your roadmap. If you're starting from scratch, spend 80% of your time mapping. Choose one platform, document the human process, and identify decision points, and define success matrices. Then spend 20% building. Start with N8N to visualize your workflows, build human in the loop first, and gradually increase autonomy. And keep your expectation realistic. AI agents are amazing at specific tasks, not at replacing entire jobs overnight. So, if you found this helpful, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. I'm breaking down AI agents every week with real examples, and drop a comment below what's the one task you want to automate with an AI agent. So I read every comment and might make a video on your exact use case. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.